Hey guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching, and today is August 15th, 2025, and this is my 138th video. So how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Nothing to complain about. Just got back from a much needed massage because my back was killing me. It's been killing me. But I was supposed to see a chiropractor too, but she's having medical issues, so I had to cancel that part. That's totally understandable. But anyways, this is a video about Flosstube. This is a Flosstube video about cross stitch. I have a little diamond art to show you. Guys, I don't know when I became a diamond art person. I never really thought it was going to be for me, but it turns out I kind of like it. I just don't want to. I enjoy the process, but I don't really want a lot of the things hung up around my house. There's nothing that really appeals to me to like decorate with, but except for the Halloween stuff that came out today at, not today, the past couple weeks at work. Yeah. Side note, if you shop at Michael's and you like diamond art, they have mystery kits. So like this size, got a big question mark on it. Very disappointing. My coworker was putting them away and she opened one up just to see, because she was like, I have to see what's in it. It is just the current run that they have. It's just those, but like a surprise. Like if there's like an A, B, C, and D patterns, the mystery could be any of those patterns, which is very, I thought was disappointing. I thought it was going to be something fun and new and different from what else was offered. But there you go. Just a heads up in case you think you're getting a mystery diamond art Halloween kit. It's just going to be one of the ones you can pick out yourself. Okay, you don't care. Oh, I'm so tired. I did truck this week at work, and it was a 3 a.m. truck, and oh boy, that kicked my butt. Okay, I do have one finished object, and it is, not surprisingly, diamond art. Because we have cute Halloween things, and those are the stuff I like to decorate with. So I did the ghosty plaque. Look how cute the ghosty plaque is. I know. And like I said, I didn't think I'd be a diamond art person, but here I am. It's very zen. Like cross stitching is too. That's my number one hobby. It's the one I've had since I was a little girl. But this is just, you know, dun, 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 dun. I just zen out. So good for watching TV. And now onto whips. Okay. So, what is in here? Sounds like it's my Summer Lady, the Dead Sea Mermaid from Meridian Designs. And my goal for the summer was to have basically her butt up done, and I did that. So now I'm just, no more goals for the summer, just do her as I please, when I want, when I feel like working on her. So she is on 32 count. I lied. Yep, I did not lie. 32 count Lugana from Bestitch Me and Haunted, and I'm doing it 2/2? 2/2, yeah, because it's a tight 32. And she looks weird because she has no, like, face. But I got part of her tail done. It's like I've never done this before. So, see, I got that little, so when I work on her again, I'll go down to this part of the tail. When I pull her out again. Which will be soon, because looking at her, I want to work on her. She's going to be so pretty when she has her, pretty and creepy when she has her face in, and the beads. Because right now it's just kind of like a skull, which is cool in its own way. But she has a lot of beads. Look, I just love the stitching. Like those eyebrows look like some seriously angry, bushy eyebrows. And I hope that's how mine turns out. I hope I get some seriously angry bushy eyebrows. And then, what's this one? I was labeling all my bags and then I stopped. What is this one? Oh, okay. So for Jessica Marie does stuff, does Whipco, and for Whipco this month, I drew number 12, which was my Chatelaine, so do 200 stitches on my Chatelaine, and number 15 was my Halloween Quaker, which was to do a motif on my Halloween Quaker. And so I did that, goal accomplished. This is Halloween Quaker from the Lila Studio, and I'm doing it on 36 count linen in Paranormal from Bestitch Me, DMC, Classic Colorworks. Everything that's called for except for the fancy white. I just use any overdyed white I have or just plain white DMC. Saving this for last because I don't particularly like doing houses. So, and I like to do a motif and then I try to do a couple little things around the motif. So, you know, it because I already have it in the key snap and it's nice just to whip a few more things out. Here it is, if I can unfold it. So far, oh, that fabric is, oh, my lighting's awful, I'm sorry. And that light from the kitchen's in the way. She's so gorgeous, such a gorgeous fabric. And I'm doing it 2/2, which I don't like because it feels tight and it eats up that fancy thread. But 1/2 was too sparse. It was either be too sparse and annoy me or be a little bit thicker and annoying to work with. What motif did I do? Oh yeah, I did this motif. This motif, this little guy, and the bats. So, do I have this on my Whipco anymore for the year? Hey, Bucket Sky, yep, I have one more time. So, I'm not sure what motif I'll do when it gets called again. Like I said, I'm saving this. So, and I hate to do just like a half a motif. Maybe I'll do the cats. I might do the cats. We'll see. Could change my mind. So the cats would be right there. So pretty. I love the colors. And then, like I said, for Whipco, the Chatelaine got called. My zipper's stuck on something in this. There we go. This is like one of my very first bags a friend made me a bazillion years ago. So it's getting a little worn out. But this is my Chatelaine from my Egypt Garden mandala from Chatelaine. And the pictures are horrible because they're so small you can't see any of the detail. And I'm working this on 32 count vintage country mocha. Doing it as it says, 2/2. So I think sometimes it's like a 1/2. And then there's fancy stitches I haven't done yet. And that's up. So this is what it looks like so far. And I worked on filling in all this brown. That's a little green, yeah. All that. I can't see anything. Hello. So I worked on that to get my 200 stitches in. What comes after the brown? Some like pillars. Let's see. I was trying to have a rhyme and reason to how I did it. And I was trying to, you know, go around But as you can see, I got real bored of that fast. So now I'm just working out this way. Till I get bored of working out that way, and then I'll pick another side and go for a little while. Probably top or bottom since I have some of the chickens filled in. Really the bottom I should do. When I get tired of doing this stuff, working out this way, I should be able to go to this because I got some of that blue filled in. I hate this part. There's so many half stitches in this part, like around the little flowers. Oh, so much half stitching. I don't usually hate half stitching, but with this I do. I don't know why. I mean, the fabric's great. Thread's great. I don't know, maybe there's something daunting about the Chatelaine. I don't know. And I hate the chart. If the chart is this intricate, I'm only going to show you part of it because you can't do the... It should be a bigger chart. Like, I cannot read some of these little tiny stitches. And then when she has back stitching over stitches, I'm like, I don't know. I just have to kind of guess what color is supposed to go there logically from the other colors around it. Just like, you should either be a much bigger chart like they do with Meridian, or it should be a chart like one of the kits I have, I can't remember now, where they have two charts. One chart is just the stitching, specialty stitches, and then another chart is the back stitching and stuff. Like, that would make my life so much easier. Which I think is part of why I don't enjoy this, because I hate reading the chart. And then a lot of the symbols are too similar for me. I'm trying to find. Like, I know that logically the white's bigger on the bottom here, and the white's bigger on the top here. But when you crunch them down into tiny little symbols like this, I can't tell. I had to do one of the browns that I'm working on, and I could not tell which it was. I can't find the symbols now. They were driving me crazy. Anyways, some of the symbols, when they're scrunched down this tiny, especially when they're done in half stitches and they're scrunched down even more tiny, it's a nightmare to read, and that is why I'm not enjoying working on it. Plus, I can't get it on my tablet, so I have to do my old school highlighting, which I'm fine with. That's old school. That's how I've always done it. I love it. But I fold my patterns to work on sections, so then I can't read the pattern symbol where it's been folded, and even some spots where it hasn't been folded because it's just been shoved into my bag so often that they've just kind of like faded. So I have to take out this is my working copy, obviously, the original, and look, and I'm like, it feels like so much work. And that's why I'm not enjoying it, but I'm gonna love it because I love anything ancient Egypt. And it's got look at the pyramids. Peacocks. Like, I love it so much. I want it so badly. I just don't like working on it, which is why it's on my Whip Go Board of Woe. And if I do another Whip Go Board of Woe next year, it'll be on there again, because I feel like that's the only way I have any desire to work on it. Ugh, I get so much spam. Okay. Let's see. Oh, worked on my HAED. So it's on 25 count. Is it called Easy Grid? Wow, you'd think I'd never worked this tablet before. Okay. And I'm doing it 2/110 stitch. It is artwork by Mandy Manzano, and it is Nefertiri. She is so gorgeous. She's addicting to work on. I know why people get addicted to HAEDs. And right in her mouth, like I think this part of the lip is the center of the pattern, and I've gotten there. I'm not saying I'm halfway done, because I basically have like this part, part of this part. I felt like sections done. Obviously, I do not have a whole chunk done. And I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap because I'm currently working on her today. It's my day off and I am relaxing and a little bummed. My college kid just left to go back to school about 2 hours ago. So, guess I'll just talk about life too. I got a new car. I got a RAV4 so that my college kid could finally have a car. So I gave him my minivan, and that means I never have to drive to Dayton to pick him up again. I can just drive to Dayton to visit, but I never have to make some. Oh, it's gonna be so great. But the loan for my weight loss surgery got paid off, so we decided to go ahead and keep on with payments and get a new loan. So I got a car. So my college kid now has the van, and he just, which is perfect because he packed that thing full of all his stuff and he headed out. I don't know what it has to do with what I was talking about. Oh, well, I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad today because he's gone. Beginning of the year, he usually comes home a little bit more than usual because, you know, homesick. So he'll probably be back in a couple weeks. But I don't have to get him. So anyways, so that's why I'm working on her, because she's very relaxing and addicting. And so since you saw her last, I should take out a Q-snap, because did I show you? I didn't show you, I don't believe, last time that I actually have 9 pages done. And from last time, I did 8,279 stitches, and I'm at 28.86%. I have 9 pages done. I don't want to get her out of the Q-snap. She's such a bitch to wrangle back into the Q-snap and put all the stuff on. But I think I took a picture of it when it was 9 pages finished and put it on Instagram. Okay, there it is. Ooh, that lighting. Okay. So that's 9 pages finished. And you'll see actually when I show you that I decided to go down this way in the center and work on her mouth and nose area. So I'm working on that page. I like to work on 1 page at a time, but this time I did like a bunch of stuff in like 3 pages. Like, see her start of her eye? I did a whole bunch of stuff this way around her eyes. Because I was like, I'll work on just the middle, but there's so much stitching there, I just did it. So I got all this done. Her nose and some of her mouth. Oh, she's gonna be so pretty. If I had to, there was more like light yellow, like a big chunks of light yellow I could have done here, but my eyes were seriously starting to cross from working on using that super light thread on a white fabric. I was like, I have to do something dark. So I moved down to her nose and her mouth. So yeah, 9 pages, 28.86% done, 73,810 stitches total. And from last time I worked, I got 8,279 stitches from the last time I showed you her. And on the chart, the middle is like right there. The middle of the pattern is like right there in her little lip. Oh, I don't know why, I just adore her mouth and nose so much. Oh, I just love her. And then I started my kit, this month's kit. Most of my kits, my year of kits, are kits. This is the only one that isn't a kit, because I could have found another kit, I'm sure. How many times did I say the word kit? But I decided that I really wanted to try long dog samplers for so long. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it in there with the kits and call it a day. It's my stitching. You can do whatever I want, right? So this one is You Belong to Me. And I'm sure there's a story behind why it's called that, but I really hate that because I'm like, it's an Egyptian. I have no idea what You Belong to Me has to do with ancient Egypt, but whatever. Isn't it cool? And I started in this corner, and then I just wanted to see how big. I should have taken it out of the Q-snap. I just wanted to see how big it would be on my fabric. So I started in this corner, went all the way across that way, went all the way down that way, and then started working here. Just because I wanted to see how big it was, and to make sure it would fit on my fabric. And it does. There is not, I knew it would fit, but you know, you get paranoid with something this big. Excuse me. And it is on 16 count Aida in the color Marigold from Garibaldi's Needleworks. And I'm using just a solid DMC. I'm using 336. And I didn't want to stress myself out. I'm not good at designing and picking colors out. So I didn't want to do multiple colors and figure out what exactly to make different from that blue. And I didn't want to do variegated, because I know I've seen some that are beautiful, but it would just bother me. I wanted it solid, like how it looks there. So straight up 336 blue. But then for some reason I still have one of my test blues in there, 3765. So this is the one. This is like one of the test blues I had. And it's, you know, it's lighter, but it's not a huge difference. So I thought, you know what? In this pattern, there are a lot of tiny little butterflies and tiny little bees. And I thought, well, maybe it'd be fun just to do those in that blue, since I have it in my bag, and it'll give me that, like, I feel like one of the long dog people who makes their sampler all fancy and different colors, but toned down to suit me. So I only did one bee just to test it out. Right there. So there's that. That's the main color I'm using. And then there's that little one. I just want to see how it look. And then I like that it's not drastically different, but it's different enough that you can tell it's different. So I'm going to do some more bees in that, and butterflies. And they're small. So if I don't like it after I do a bunch, I can rip them out and go back to that dark blue. I may do a dark blue bee and butterfly every now and then. I haven't decided if I want to do them all in the lighter blue. I haven't decided yet. So I'm leaving him there for now, because if I decide to do them all in light blue, I can rip that little sucker out super quick. But yeah, I didn't get a lot done on it, because I'm going to be honest, I got bored by it. I don't know if just when I was stitching on it, I just wasn't in the mood. I just got kind of bored. But I do love how that blue looks on that. And that marigold is such a pretty, like, okay, I'm trying to, like, there we go. That's pretty spot on color wise. It's such a pretty fabric. And it's not super, like, flimsy feeling Aida, but it's not stiff. It's like the perfect Aida. It's like, I really like it. I would order again from Garibaldi's Needlework. And I do have another yellow, because I ordered marigold, and I think marigold light. And I decided this one was the perfect one. So I still have another yellow I can use at some point. But yeah, there's the start of my long dog. Like I said, I got bored with it, but I am very pleased with it. Oh my God, so much spam. And that's it. That's all I have to show you. Them's my whips. What are my plans? So my birthday is next month. And we are leaving for Vegas shortly after. So I thought, well, if I have time, I'd like to start a birthday start before we leave. If I started a couple days for my birthday, it still counts as a birthday start. I don't have any other plans for September yet. Like, I obviously don't know what my WIPGO numbers are, and haven't spun my kit. Did I spend for my kit? Oh, I can't find it. Can't find it. But anyways, so I want to do my Dirty Annie's Joy Noel. I'm sorry. My nuns. fucking love nuns. I'm not making it Christmassy. There will be no trees. There'll be no banner. I may change. See how I feel like if there's nothing else Christmassy going on, her little stripy socks don't feel Christmassy, do they? Both, either of their stripy socks. Like I may make her stripy socks blue to go with the blue and the blue, and then I could leave her stripy socks green. Take off the little red bow type things. I don't know. I'll have to see. I want to hang it up all the time. So I don't want it to be Christmassy. And they're just, you know, singing hymns or reading books, so doesn't scream Christmas to me. And there's blue in there, so again, doesn't scream Christmas with the red and the green. And really, if I wanted, I could always just change the red and the green to something else. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. All I know is if for my birthday I want to do my nuns. I love nuns. Look at all those colors. And then because I like to make myself souvenirs for my Christmas tree of traveling, even though I've been to Vegas, I live in Ohio. In 1999, so my wedding anniversary is in 3 days. It'll be 24 years. But in 1999, I met my husband online. I lived in California. He lived in Ohio. I worked at a pizza parlor. He was in college. So it made sense for me to move out here to be with him. And that's how I ended up in Ohio. But I grew up in Southern California. It's about a 3-hour drive to Vegas. My mom's best friend she still lives in Vegas. So we went to Vegas all the time. Vegas isn't a big deal to me. I don't particularly like gambling. I just don't give a shit about Vegas. But a few years after my dad retired, like right after all the pandemic, when the pandemic stuff started to go down, you could go out more and stuff, my parents decided to move from California to Vegas. My mom basically wanted to be near her best friend and stuff. So we're all going as a family to visit them. And like I said, Vegas is nothing to me. I don't care. But I wanted a souvenir because it's going to be one of something for my Christmas tree. Like I said, I like to have stitch stuff. If you watched my videos the past couple of years, when we went to London and made a little postcard stamp for my Christmas tree. We went on our European cruise last year with my family. I did the same stamp kind of thingy. And this year we're going to Vegas to see my family, my parents. And it's actually going to be the entire family. When we went to London, my brother and his family could not come. When we went on our European cruise, my brother's kids couldn't come. My brother and his family, the older one, they live in California still, so they're just like a 3-hour drive. So they can all make it. So they'll all be there. Me and my kids will be there. My younger brother and his wife, my sister and her family, we're all going to be there. So I thought, you know what? I want to stitch something to put on my tree to remember that we all got together for the first time in forever. I haven't seen my nieces in like 6 years. Yeah. So, but anyway, so I got this off of Etsy. It is Las Vegas Cross Stitch Mini by the Stitch Patterns on Etsy. So it's all blurry, sorry. So it's going to be that. And I'm going to do it on plastic canvas, 14 count. So I'm not going to put the words "To Fabulous Nevada" because it's backstitch, and that's just going to be, I'm sure, a nightmare to try to do on. I mean, I've done backstitch on plastic canvas and I did the European stamps, but like "fabulous" is supposed to be kind of cursive-y. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to do Las Vegas. That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be that with the called for DNC. And like I said, 14 count plastic canvas, and it'll be ornament for my tree. So I will work on that because we're gonna be there for a week. Sadly, my college kid will only be there for 2 days because of classes. So, but we're all gonna be there. So, that's my only plans. So this Vegas will start in about kitted up and ready to go. Vegas will start next month. And my nuns will start next month. And then I don't know what kit I'll have or what my whip goes will be. What do I have left in my whip go? I have my Black and Sky left. Black and Sky has not been called much this year. It's on there 4 more times. I would not be surprised if I got double Black and Sky. And I have specific things like border, angel thing, tree. But I have Black and Sky, Black and Sky, Black and Sky, Black and Sky, Chatelaine, HAED, and Halloween Quaker. So just three things on my whip go. So we'll see what I'm doing next month. I think it's funny that my HAED's on there because when I started the year, it was part of my whip go border well because I didn't like working on it. Then I got Pattern Keeper and I fucking love it. So I should have erased it and put something else there, but no, it makes it easy for whip go if the HAED gets called. So yeah. Oh, and then I have one more project I'm gonna work on. God knows when. Again, it was a Michael's purchase because I get a 30% discount, and I had vouchers. And I will actually hang this up in our bedroom. So it's one of the Halloween ones. Look at the skeletons, they love each other. And look at all the purple. Oh, yeah, it's my favorite color. And you know I love some skeletons and some skulls. So I'm like, this will be like, oh, maybe I'll start it on my anniversary, Monday night. I might do that. I might start it on Monday night after work. Well, shit, do I work Tuesday? Because I may be tired. I work Tuesday. Because I'll meet my husband for dinner after work. So I'll get home late. Oh, we'll see. I'm going to try to start on my anniversary on Monday. Isn't that pretty? That's me and my husband. And he doesn't know it, but that's us. Alright. That's all I have for you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything life going on other than my anniversary is in a couple days. My birthday is next month. We're going to Vegas next month. College kid left me. Bonus kid is going back to college next week. My older son's going to drive him up there. Work is working. Like I said, I do truck now every 2 weeks. I think they're switching back to every once a week soon. And it literally kicked my ass this past week because it's a 3 a.m. truck, which means I had to leave my house at like 2:15. So I had to get up like 1:30 at the latest. So I went to bed early, but I went to bed too early. So I woke up at like 11 o'clock and then I couldn't fall asleep again till like 12. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so tired. And I tried to be good and have some protein, but I just can't eat in the morning. So I was go, lifting up heavy things for like 3 hours. And as soon as I stopped to do our after truck meeting, I stood there and I was like, oh, a little nauseous. And then I could feel myself starting to sweat. And I was like, oh, my blood sugar is dropping. So she finished the meeting. It just takes like 5 minutes. And I walked to the break room, which is right around the corner. And I barely sat down and I started shaking and sweating a lot. And so I took a 15-minute break, ate a protein bar, drank a little bit of water, and I was okay for about an hour and a half. And then I had to take my lunch a little bit earlier than I wanted to. And usually it's half hour, I'm gonna clock out. So I took a 40-minute lunch, ate a little bit, power nap for 20 minutes, ate a little bit more, drank a bottle of water, went back on the floor to stock, and I was fine until my shift was over. But I was like, okay, so I need to drink more water. I need to take more water breaks if we ever do a 3 a.m. truck again. More water breaks and like a pocket full of nuts or something proteiny to chew on. Because it was rough. I'm not gonna lie, it was rough. My body hurt. Other than that, like I said, work is working. Nothing new there. Got more Halloween stuff, which I'm trying not to buy. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a real snooze fest lately. I don't even know why I do Flosstube anymore. I know I'm so boring. I should like the same couple things over and over again. Sorry. I did a little bit of catching up on Flosstubes. That was nice. Because when I got home from work or I had my days off. I can't remember. I think I spent like at least one day off just catching up on a few people. And then like today I'm watching a movie, and then I gotta do some chores. And then I think I may pick up a Flosstube or two and catch up on them. I'd usually like to watch them all, but I'm so far behind, I've told myself just to go back 2 months and catch up. Because normally I like to go back as much as I've missed. But that's just too much. It's been like five months. So, yeah. So, if you see a bunch of messages from me, I'm catching up. And I've just missed it so much. There's so much pretty stitching going on out there, and so many nice people whose personalities, whose voices, whose projects I've missed seeing. So, yeah, it's nice to catch up with them. So, yeah, I am finally going to let you go. And I hope to see you guys again. Yeah, I work next Friday. But I don't work Friday after that. So apparently I'm like on a 2 weeks plus rotation going on right now. So I'll see you guys probably in 2 weeks. And I hope that you're having a wonderful August. Bye.